Math seminar, how to calculate the height of objects using ratios of right triangles. If at any point y'all have questions about this, it took me a while to like really understand this, so if at any point y'all got questions, just let me know. So calculating the height of everyday objects. So here we have our right triangle. In this situation, we're trying to find out the height of this tree using this angle and how far away from the tree we are. So to start off, we're gonna have to figure out what triangle ratio we're dealing with. So there's sine, cosine, and tangent. You could remember what those ratios mean by doing so, ca, toa. Opposite, so, or sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. This is the one we're going to use. And tangent is toa, so opposite over adjacent. So like I said, in this situation, we're using cosine. So we're going to take this angle and do cosine of 38 is equal to our adjacent side, 4.2, and our hypotenuse, which we don't know yet, so we just leave it as h. After that, in order to get 4.2 by itself, we're going to cross multiply using the butterfly method. So what this is basically saying is that we have cross multiply the fractions, we turn this into a fraction by adding 1, and then we do 1 times 4.2, which will give us 4.2, because yeah. And then we have cos of 38 times h. So our equation should look something like this after we do the butterfly method. So after that, we're going to divide cosine on both sides, cosine of 38 on both sides, in order to get h by itself. So cosine divided by cosine is equal to 1, and h times 1 is just equal to h, so we can simplify that down. And then on the right side, 4.2 over cosine of 38. Now in order to finish up, we're going to have to figure out what exactly is cosine of 38, which is, if you put it on a calculator, 0.79. So now our equation should look something like this. H is equal to 4.2 over 0.79. So now once we divide 4.2 by 0.79, we get 5.3. So that is our hypotenuse. Any questions? So now that we have the hypotenuse and this side, all that's left to do now is find the tree. Now you could do what I just did all over again using a different ratio of triangles, but we're just going to use the easier method, I think, the Pythagorean theorem. So as y'all know, the Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So now that we have our a side and our c side, we just need to find the b side. To do that, we just plug our numbers into the equation. Then we square all of our numbers. And then to get b squared by itself, we have to take away 17.64 from both sides. So once we do that, we get b squared is equal to 10.45. Y'all get that? Mm-hmm. I know I think I went a little quick, but for the most part, y'all should understand that. And okay, so now that we have b squared is equal to 10.45, usually we could unsquare it if you're like dealing with something else, but usually in math, we just leave it like this. So now that we know all of it, we could say that this tree is as tall as square root of 10.45. So that's how we get the find the missing leg using the Pythagorean theorem. We figured out the height of the tree. Automotive seminar, 2 things I learned.